Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a natural look for you guys. Um, so yeah, I guess we'll just go get started right now. I don't have anything on my face yet. I'm actually going to work with my eyes first, only because I am working with mineral pigments, or loose pigments. So there might be some fallout and stuff like that on my face. So we're going to get started with the eyes first. So the first thing that I want to do is to prime my eyes. You can use the Younique's Glorious Primer. It works really, really well with mineral pigments. I do not have that yet, so I'm just going to be using a primer by Ulta. So you're just going to prime your eyes. Okay, so the first color that I'm going to be starting off with is, let's see, it's this color here. It's a matte color, and let's see, it's called Giddy. Okay, so I'm going to be taking my deluxe brush for the this color, and I'm going to be putting it right above my crease, like a little bit in my crease and above my crease. So we're just going to swirl the brush into the pigment, and then tap off the excess. So just right in the crease and a little bit above the crease. Alright, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my liner shader brush, and I'm actually going to use the liner part of it. And I'm going to be using, let's see what this color is. It's another matte color, and this is called Beautiful. It's kind of like a light brown color, or dark brown, or something like that. Okay, so we're just going to take our liner shader brush, we're going to use it dry. And I'm just going to make like a little line, like this. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to dampen my liner brush to get just more of a bolder color right there for that line right there. Like that. And all I did was just wipe my liner brush onto a damp washcloth. And then I'm going to pull it down to my upper lash line. And I'm only going to go halfway. So the next brush I'm going to take is the crease brush. And I'm just going to pull that color that we just did. I'm going to pull it going this way. So I'm pulling it towards the inner part of the eye. And I'm only just kind of blending and pulling that color. Now the next color I'm going to take is called Provoked. It's also a matte color. And it's like a reddish brownish color. I don't know if you guys can kind of see it, but there you go. And I'm going to take my liner shader brush and use the shader part of the brush. Now this color is going to go in the crease. And I guess I could have used my crease brush, but I kind of want this to be blended into the crease, so I'm going to be taking the shader brush. So this is going to go right here. Alright, now taking the same brush, I'm going to be using that same color that we used for the line right here. Yeah, beautiful. So this color here is like that brown color. I'm going to use my shader brush, and I'm just going to go right into the corner, like make like a V type of a shape like this, and really work into the crease. Okay, now the next color I'm going to take is called Frivolous. This is actually a concealer, and this is the color of Frivolous. I think I'm saying that right. And I'm going to be taking my liner, my liner shader brush. I'm going to use the shader part of it. And I'm going to actually dampen the brush with my damp washcloth that I have here. And I'm going to be picking up that color right on the brush. And we're going to be patting this on our eyelid. Sorry, my freaking bangs are all up in my way. So we're just going to be patting that color right here. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit more of the beautiful, what I want to use? Actually, no, I'm going to take more of the Provoked color, that color here. And let's see, I'm going to take my shader brush again, and I'm going to dampen it. And I'm going to be working the outer V here and kind of going a little bit above the crease. So, just making sure we have a match on each side. And I am so bad at trying to match my eyes here. Okay. So then we're going to highlight our brow bone. So what I'm going to use is a concealer called Fresh. And I'm going to be taking my deluxe brush for this, making sure I don't have like any product on it. So I'm going to wipe it on a dry towel. And I'm going to swirl some of that color into the brush. Dry. And we're just going to hit the arch of our eye right here, and then drag it this way. Okay, now taking the same brush, the deluxe brush, I'm just going to be blending everything out. Alright, let's see. Now the next thing that we're going to do, let's start doing our face now, because basically we have our eye makeup done. We still have to put on our 3D fiber lashes. So I'm just going to take this big fluffy brush here and just kind of um, wipe away or brush away the any fallout that came onto our cheeks. Okay, now I don't have any of the Younique BB cream yet. I have not ordered it yet. So I'm just going to be taking some foundation that I have from Merle Norman. And I'm going to be using my fingers for this. Now I did use, I already did my eyebrows before I started videotaping, and I used a mineral pigment, and it was called Risque, I believe. If I'm wrong, I'll put it in the description box below. Okay, so we put on our foundation, and the next thing I'm going to do is contour, do some contouring. And we're not going to get too crazy with it because we are going for a natural look. So I'm going to be using, I think I'm going to use Beautiful. I'm not too sure. This color might be a little bit too light for contouring. I just didn't bring my other concealers that I use to contour with. So we're going to stick with this. Yeah, it does. When you do this, make sure you tap off the excess, because if you don't, you're going to have like fallout all over your face, clothes, whatever. So we are done contouring. So the next thing that we want to do is do our highlighting. And I'm going to be using a concealer called Fresh. This is what we used in our brow bone. Now, when I do highlight, I like to use a sponge, a damp sponge. And I use one of these like beauty blenders. This is actually like a cheap version of it. Oops. I just dropped everything here. But I like this because I really, when I highlight, I use this part here, the pointing part, because I can get into, like, underneath my eyes, down my nose. I can get pretty much everywhere with the pointy tip of it. So I just get my damp sponge, and I dab the concealer onto the sponge. And then I just pat this all on my face. Like, I start underneath my eyes and kind of make like a V type of a thing and go all the way up to the hairline. Okay, and I'm going to take this really pretty color for blush. It's called Sophisticated, this color here. And I'm not going to take a lot. I'm going to lightly, like, I'm not going to press so hard onto my face. I'm actually going to go really lightly onto the cheeks, and the apples of my cheeks, actually. Really, really lightly. Just so you don't want too dark of a color, especially if you're doing a natural look. You don't. I do kind of want to bring some color down below my eyes. So I'm actually going to take let's see, Giddy, which is kind of like this orangey color, I guess. I'm going to take my crease brush for this. I'm actually going to dampen it. I can't even talk. So I'm just using a wet towel for that. And I'm going to swirl my color on my brush, tap off the excess, and just go right here on the lash line. Take a little bit more of Giddy. Now taking my same crease brush, I'm going to be using Provoked, and I'm also going to put that onto my lash line, below my lash line also, or bottom lash line I should say. That's all we're going to do. I'm going to take my fluffy brush here and just kind of brush off any fallout. Alright, and we're going to get started on our 3D fiber lashes now. Let's see. This is how I do my lashes. There are so many different ways that you can do this. You kind of have to work it yourself to try to figure out what is the best way for you to do it. So what I do first is I like to curl my lashes first. So I'm just going to take my curler here. I like to take a dry or clean, it's kind of like a mascara brush, looks like this, and I like to kind of brush my eyelashes. Now we aren't going to put any eyeliner on, only because I think when you don't wear eyeliner, for me, it looks a little bit more natural. So I'm just going to brush my eyelashes, and then get my 3D fiber mascara out. So the first thing that you want to do is put your transplanting gel on first, then you put your fibers while the gel is still wet, and then you can wait for a little bit till it dries to put on your transplanting gel again to seal the fibers in place, or you can put your transplanting gel right after the fibers, and I like to do it right after only because it kind of gets the clumps out. Another way you can do this is you can actually use your regular mascara on before, and then do the transplanting gel, the fibers, and the transplanting gel again. Sometimes I do use this, sometimes I don't. I don't really like to use this as much as a base, only because I feel like my eyelashes clump together more. So that's what I said, you kind of have to work with it to see which way works for you the best. So yeah, I'm going to take my transplanting gel. I'm going to cover all of my lashes. And you want to make sure each eyelash is completely covered with the gel, so it's really easy for the fibers to stick onto your lashes. And I'm only putting the fibers on the tips of my lashes. I don't go to the base. And if you do go to the base, you'll probably notice more clumps. You'll also notice you might get some fibers in your eyes. So I like just to go just to the tips. And then I like to go right back over with my transplanting gel to lock those fibers in there, and also to kind of get the clumps out a little bit. But like I said, you can actually wait till it dries and then go back over to the transplanting gel so you don't take off some of the fibers, I guess. But when that happens to me, I go on with another coat. So just make sure my lashes are all covered with the gel. And then I go my fibers again. Now I'm going to kind of let those dry just a little bit and wipe away some of those fibers that fell onto my cheeks. And that will happen, and it's really easy just to wipe them away. So then I'm going to go back over with my transplanting gel. Alright, now I'm only doing just 2 coats. Alright, now the next thing that I like to do is actually like to use my regular mascara, and I actually don't use the regular, I don't use actually the mascara, I just like the wand. This is what the wand looks like. So I kind of just wipe off the mascara. I barely have any mascara left in here anyways. And I just like to go over to kind of separate the lashes with my regular mascara brush. That clean eyelash brush and go over my eyelashes to get any like fibers that are kind of like hanging there. Okay, now we're going to do the other eye. And I'm going to have that dry just a little bit. And then I'm going to actually go to my bottom lashes on this eye with the transplanting gel. And I'm not going to put any fibers, just the gel. So now I'm going to take a Q-tip just to kind of clean up the areas here. I totally forgot what I was going to do. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take the Fresh that we use on our eyelid. And I guess, let me see, where the heck did I put that? Alright, I'm going to take my liner shader brush and use the shader part of it, this here, and just kind of wipe off whatever we had on it before on a dry towel. And then we're just going to go right on the eyelid, just dab that on there. Okay, so this is your natural look. I'm not going to put anything on the lips. I'm just going to get some chapstick. And that's it for the natural look. Now, this is my naturally curly hair too. So, yeah, I really did go for the natural look today. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and let me know what you guys think about this natural look. I know sometimes my face looks washed out and everything, and it's because my lighting is really not that great, and also my camera isn't really that great. So yeah, just if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what other kind of looks you guys want to see, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.